Guru Nation, research sites are hiring. Okay, I don't want to hear about hiring freeze when research sites are hiring. I know you guys are sick and tired of hearing it from me, so I found a specific example of a site in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Haley Duguay, by the way. She's a SOS Save Our Sites supporter. I'm going to get her on a panel in SOS 2025 on DCT. I'll put her LinkedIn underneath. This is not really to get you to apply to her job. Hers says, I'm hiring, must be local to Jackson, Mississippi. So unless you're in Jackson, don't even bother applying, but do connect with Haley. The reason I'm bringing this up is I was going to make a video on practical things that sites need help with, and rather than just coming up with things out of my head, and I'm a site owner myself, so when I give you guys advice, I'm thinking about what I need. But here's another person that manages a site. Let me just read her thing and pause for commentary. Because even if you're not in Jackson, Mississippi, there are sites in your area looking for the same things. They're just not posting. And there's sites in your area that are probably on the fence about needing some of these things, but they haven't gotten around to going public with it. They're busy. Why don't you reverse engineer this post into a plan? If you're someone sitting on the sidelines, maybe you've just been laid off, maybe you want to expand your services and be a consultant, your strategy for getting a job or getting contracting gigs for yourself. Here we go. I'm hiring. Must be local to Jackson, but again, reverse engineer it for wherever you are. We are seeking a detail-oriented and proactive part-time clinical research assistant to join our team. Now, you might be saying, well, I'm a CRA, I'm a clinical research associate. This sounds like an entry-level role. You're right. This is not going to replace your income that you just lost as, remote site monitor or whatever you were doing at the CRO or pharma. It's not. But this could be the foundation for a business plan for you to start your consulting company for sites in your area or maybe even sites nationwide. So who cares if it's a clinical research assistant? Read between the lines. Listen between the lines here for the key responsibilities. This role will focus on clerical tasks, identifying new research studies, and managing social media marketing efforts. The ideal candidate will be highly organized, tech-savvy, and passionate about clinical research and effective communications. Key responsibilities. Here's the clerical work part. Assist with data entry, filing, and maintaining accurate and up-to-date records. Prepare and organize documents for IRB submissions, study protocols, and other regulatory requirements. Schedule and coordinate meetings, appointments, and study-related activities. By the way, a lot of sites would be okay with this remotely, and I'm sure Haley would too, but they prefer somebody local because there's something about seeing the other team members and building a rapport that you just can't get on Zoom. But if you can scale. If you're trying to build a consulting company, you can take this plan and scale it, because if Haley needs this, and it almost mirrors exactly what I need for my site, there's hundreds, maybe thousands of sites just in the United States that would listen to you if you had a comprehensive plan for approaching them, and then you can scale this. Finding new studies. Ooh. All sites need this. Research and identify potential new clinical studies that align with our organization's goals and interests. ClinicalTrials.gov is a free way. Inato is a free way. There's LinkedIn. There's consulting services like me and Chris. We've had consultants hire us to help them get studies and things that they then outsourced to other sites. We don't mind if people do that. Obviously, our archetype client is a site owner, but consultants have worked with us in the past. Find your competitive advantage. Find your niche. Assist in preparation and proposals and applications for new studies, so feasibility surveys. Here's the next one, social media marketing. Develop and execute social media strategies to promote our clinical research initiatives and engage with our audience. Create and curate content for social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Monitor social media channels for engagement and respond to comments and messages in a timely manner. You might be thinking, well, I've just been laid off from my pharmaceutical company, from a CRO. I've never done social media marketing. Well, tough. The market doesn't care what you've done or you haven't done. You have tools at your fingertips now. You have ChatGPT, which is free, but if you want to use the paid version, it's like $20 a month. You have dozens of video AI editing stuff that will make you look like a professional for like $10 a month. You have tools. You have learn language models, can write you articles, can write the posts. I mean, you have no excuse anymore. It's just a matter of like, you haven't done it. That's fine. Play around with it. It's just going to cost you some time. I'm telling you guys, sites don't have, 90% of sites don't have social media campaigns other than running ads. They don't have organic posts. There's an entire business model. Maybe I'll write a investigator's brochure article on my LinkedIn newsletter. By the way, go subscribe right now. Go to my LinkedIn and go subscribe to my newsletter, investigator brochure, on social media marketing, not advertising, organic marketing. Huge opportunity. Next one, here's the qualifications. Strong organizational and multitasking skills. I hope everyone has that. Excellent written and verbal communication skills. You can develop that. And now with ChatGPT, at least the written part can kind of be taken care of for you. Proficiency in Office, so Excel, PowerPoint, Word. Familiarity with database management. Anyone that's worked at a CRO or a sponsor has plenty of this. Experience with social media platforms and basic marketing principles. If you don't have that, figure it out. Do it first. Start with your own profile first. Just if you're serious about becoming a consultant or a contractor, even if it's just an experiment, start messing around with a few posts on your own personal profile. Preferred qualification. Previous experience in a clinical research or healthcare setting. So this is obviously for everyone that's been out of work in clinical research. But also, what if you've been a medical assistant or a CNA and have no research experience? It says, or healthcare setting. Knowledge of IRB processes and regulatory requirements. Everyone that's worked at a CRO or sponsor has this, or a site. This is a part-time position with flexible hours, ideally suited for a student or someone seeking to gain experience in the clinical research field while managing other commitments. They're basically saying it's okay if you're a contractor and you do this for other companies. Haley, if I'm wrong, let me know. She received a few comments. So great to hear this. Congrats on your continued growth. And then someone else is tagging friends of theirs. And I know you might be thinking again, well, I worked as a project manager. This is beneath me. It's beneath you for one site. But what if you build a consulting service that does this? And then when the market turns, you may not want to go back to working for the man again. Maybe you figured it out. With every crisis comes opportunity. And this could be that. Everyone needs a wake-up call or else they don't do anything. That's just human nature. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I could go on for 2 hours about this. Good luck, Guru Nation. Bye-bye.